I'm Richard Lewis reporting for CADRED.org. I'm here with a face that probably isn't quite as familiar as it once was once upon a time. It's the returning Crazy Cat here with TLR.
That's it.
Yes. Well, I guess first question then, because I thought TLR were kind of all done with Counter-Strike for a while. And indeed, we've implored them in the past for it to stay that way. But here you are, in a hastily assembled mix. So tell us a little bit about how the team got together.
Well, we spoke to Chef a while back about it, and nothing really came of it. And then literally on Wednesday, I got a phone call while I was at work saying, fancy coming land this weekend? So I think basically Chef had a few sponsors come to him and say, we'd really like to be, represented at this event. So he just went to Ben and said, can you sort out a team to go? So yeah, by I think it was Thursday we were paid, and Friday we were here. So we put a lot of practice in, I don't think we have a weak map in truth. We've got unlucky a few times so far this tournament. But yeah, that's it really.
Is it weird, because I know you've been sort of, I'm done, and then you come back, and then, no, I'm definitely done now, totally done. And then you come back, and then it's like, no, I'm really fucking done, because it's shit, I don't even have a good time, I don't know why I do it. And then you go away, and you do the adult thing, and now you're back again. Why do you think you keep coming back?
Short answer, real life is boring. I mean, I'll do it for a good while, give it a good go, and then I'll buy a new graphics card or something, then I'm back for 6 months, and then probably try real life a little bit again, and that's it really. So.
But what's the long answer?
What's the long answer? It's just something that I've been semi-okay at for quite a long time, and it's good to come and see people, because over the years you have made really good friends in game, and I've got friends all over the place now. So coming and seeing them and getting to compete, and maybe I'll be really good again one day.
Maybe, but no, I know from the many years I've followed you playing that you don't like to lose, but the less time you can dedicate to the game, the more likely the outcome is. So doesn't that put you in a really unhappy cycle?
This is it. That's why the hair's come back,
Yeah.
But I do really enjoy playing. I think with losing, it's when you lose when you shouldn't. So that's why a weekend like this is quite good for me, because it's a nice ease back into gaming, because there's no expectations at all. We've actually won more games than I thought we were going to win, really, in truth. So anything we do now is a bonus, and it's some good experience, playing with some good guys on there. But
to be clear, the team itself has no competitive future, right? I mean, you're not going to stay.
No, like I say, it was all a last-minute thing. I was speaking to Chef on the first day, saying if he was going to be, continuing with CS after this, and if that's the case, we'll see if anything can come of it. But at the moment, no. So.
Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about what you're making as a returning veteran to the state of the UK scene at the moment. I mean, there's teams around. I'm sure you'll recognise some of the names, some of the faces. Is there anyone there that's kind of caught your eye that maybe you didn't know? Is there anyone there who you do know, you think, wow, you've really dropped the fuck off, you're bad these days? Has there been any surprises, or is it much of a muchness?
There's still a few of the old faces around. I was saying it on the first day when I got here, even at I-Series when I didn't know, everyone. You could look around the LAN and see faces that you've seen many times over the years. Whereas now there's a lot of new faces. But, if you look at the team we're playing now, Fish 1, 2, 3, they played CS forever. Yeah. And they're still doing it now, and they're still up there. So it's a nice blend, I think. It is a fresh start for CS, which is what a lot of people wanted, really.
Well, so has any young players kind of caught your eye? Anyone that you've played against so far in the competition that maybe you didn't know the name of, you hadn't heard of, and they put in a good performance?
Well, in truth, I didn't really know Cryptics much before this LAN. Obviously, there's a young guy coming through, and he's playing really well. He's got some good aim on him, winning some big rounds. So other than that, again, it's just kind of some teams have progressed as a unit, if you like. Like the London Lynx guys. Obviously, they've been around for quite a while, but they seem to have taken a step up in this game. And just like that, really, everyone seems to really be going for it, which is good.
What's it like mixing with younger guys? Because even hear me out. This isn't a Vinny interview. What I'm saying is, right, there's a big difference, I think, between being 18, 19 and being 21, 22, even though it's not that big a deal on paper. in terms of what you want to do and how you want to spend your time and how you handle spending that time, it's different. So is it hard to kind of cohesively do things as a team when, you know...
I don't think so. I think it's good to have a blend of ages. I used to be really against it, but I actually think it's quite good nowadays because, you know, I'm more enthusiastic. You know, I'm a cynical, miserable old man. Yeah. So having some fresh blood in is pretty good in a team environment when you're at events as well. You know. So
has that jaded aging process worn off on Henry at all? Because I know obviously you do go back away with Henry. Is he still, you know, as upbeat and cheery as you remember him?
Yeah. So, as you know, we've come here after losing the first mat, and we're all happy. We're still high-fiving. They're not quite as hard anymore, but you know, it's good to go. So
he's still doing good captaincy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Great team leader.
Right, let's rule you guys out of the equation. I know you're a map down in the middle of a game, and I don't want to keep you with that being the case. But you know, let's say you weren't at this event and you were kind of looking at it and you were looking at the teams that were in it. Who would you be kind of backing to win it, and why?
Well, from what I've seen so far, to be honest, obviously Fish 1, 2, 3 have got the best individual players as it stands, and they've not practiced, but they've played together a lot in the past, and they've got little things going on, so they understand it. CRG are really drilled on every map, which is good. So I think it would be between them two, really. I thought Infused were going to be better than they are, but again, it might have just been, you know, first day jitters, and they'll come strong today, so we'll have to wait and see.
The kind of, you played with Infused in the past as an organisation, which I guess we won't talk about how that went, but it did happen. I mean, I often see Infused kind of coming in and putting these teams together that you think it's going to work on paper, and then they don't quite achieve maybe what they should for such a reputable and long-standing organisation. What you said, you've been a little bit disappointed by this team. You don't think it's quite firing on all cylinders. Is there can you pinpoint as to why that might be? Do you have any ideas as to what's causing that?
Like I say, I think it's just first day jitters, because they did quite well at the last I-Series, didn't they? Hence them getting the sponsorship for this event. Obviously, they brought Pez in, and he's got a wealth of experience. So I think it will come good. I just think, you know, it's just not quite there yet.
Just give it time.
This is it.
Okay. Right. So let's talk a little bit more about yourself. I know you enjoy doing that. After this team invariably breaks up, regardless how it goes, like, what are you gonna be doing next? Because I mean, like, I've seen you on various rosters, and I know which players you like to play with, and there's always maybe this, is he going to be in this team, in that team? So what are you honestly going to be doing? I mean, are you just going to be a merc for hire, or what?
No, I would like to get back into it properly. I'd like to start playing online. I've got a bit more spare time in the evenings now, and you know, I suppose it just feels constructive to mix it. I would be playing games anyway, but if you're playing a team, then you're kind of aiming towards something. It gives you something to do in the evening, pretty much. But short term, I'm going to go back on ESEA and practice loads of tactics on my own that don't work at LAN.
Apparently not, yeah. You might want to stick to Henry's scrapbook. But what about as well, you know, kind of, you must have some inkling of who you're going to be playing with, where you're going to end up. I mean, there must be plans ahead of this. It's not going to be like, just see what happens.
Surprisingly, it actually is. I mean, obviously you've got kind of my natural group, if you like, so see what Will and all that's doing, what Ben's doing. Really just see where the dust settles after this event. Because I had been playing with the lineup a little bit before, but that finished. Just because we were all off kilter with playing time, so we were never playing, so it was like we're kind of just wasting each other's time here. So I guess, you know, a couple of players from that will probably come together, I don't know, so just have to see what happens.
You've obviously been to a lot of events. What have you made of this one? Because I know it's had its problems. There's no doubt about that. What are your thoughts about it, the venue, you know, etc.? You know, speaking from someone with the wisdom of experience.
I like it. It's like I say, it's a nice venue. Nice little view we've got out here.
Yeah. You guys can't see that.
Yeah, you can't see that. The only thing that's a bit weird is there's no exhibitions at all. I'm used to having, you know, something to go and take your mind off, you know, playing CS or something for a while. And it's literally just a bar and then my PC, which obviously didn't work out too well on the first day because all my belongings are somewhere within a 10-mile radius, I think. Not found them yet. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good event so far.
Yeah, no, that was where I was going to end the interview. If you don't win it, how out of pocket are you going to be based on the fact you've lost everything? I mean, you did find your car keys in the end.
Yeah, so my car's not been nicked, so that was the big one. And I've got my wallet. But other than that, probably about 500 quid, maybe more. But to be honest, I don't care. I needed some new clothes anyway, so
I can testify to that. Anyway, it's great to catch up with you in a strange and formal setting, and best of luck for the game that you're in the middle of now. To all the people out there at Colourred.org, do stay tuned to our website. We're going to have more interviews like this one from here at Epic 10 in Kettering.